Hello, everybody, and I'm very excited to be able to speak to you guys today. Allow me to introduce myself. I'm Vitale Diamandis, and I'm currently a sophomore at Crescenta Valley High School in Glendale, California. And I would consider myself quite successful, but it didn't come without challenges. My father left when I was 14, and I was left without a fatherly presence to guide me. I was on my own to develop myself. I took any opportunity for growth and took my disadvantage as a challenge for myself. And here's where I am today. And allow me to elaborate on the following slides. Yes, you can. Yes, you can make your dreams come to a reality. Yes, you can be consistent and work hard. Yes, you can always be improving. Yes, you can make the most of what you have starting today. Yes, you can change your mindset to how you approach problems and be ambitious. My story all started when I was on Google and I saw an ad for an electric skateboard. And I skateboarded at the time and I was really into buying an electric skateboard. So I saw how much they charge for an electric skateboard and I was like, wow, they were charging $1,500 for an electric skateboard, and there was no way I could afford that at the time. So I thought to myself, how could I have an electric skateboard but not pay as much? So I spent a few days researching, and I found out that you could build your own electric skateboard. And against all odds at age 12, I took on the challenge to rebuild an electric skateboard, and after a few weeks, I had my own electric skateboard. After my electric skateboard, I also saw that there's such thing as a motorized bicycle. And I wanted a motorized bicycle, but at the time I didn't have enough money for a fully built motorized bike. So I found a regular cruiser bicycle on Walmart and I set my mind to build a motorized bike. I put a lawnmower engine inside and I fabricated parts to go around it. And at age 13, I would have never thought I'd managed to build a motorized bike. I had a fully functioning motorized bicycle that I made all by myself. Now, this was my first car, guys. Well, it was a huge paperweight at the time because the car couldn't even drive when we bought it. At age 14, my mom purchased me a totaled car at an auction. This was a huge project for me that I had to fully repair in order to drive it. However, I stretched my limits of my mind and said, I can fix this car. Over the next few months, the only thing that mattered was my goal of repairing this car. As you can see on the picture, the exhaust was mangled when we bought the car. I didn't know how to weld at the time, and I didn't know if I'd be able to repair this exhaust. However, I taught myself how to weld, tried it, and ended up succeeding in welding. Now, repairing this car took 6 months, and here is me doing some finishing touches after I repaired most of the car. Once it was repaired, I took the car on a racetrack after I finally finished fixing it. Now, I was so happy that I fixed the car, I literally felt like this. Now, on a slightly different topic, when I was a kid, I was quite overweight, and I didn't like how I felt being overweight, and I decided to make a change to that. And I took advantage of the body that I was given, and I began to weight train. And after 2 years of weight training, I was able to lift 300 pounds as shown on the picture in front of you. Now, this was a huge accomplishment for me because I would have never thought when I was a kid that I would be able to do such a thing when I was only 15 years old. And this was a remarkable accomplishment to me, and I would have never fathomed that I'd be able to do this. Now, my friends saw the results I've made from my body, and it motivated my friends to work out as well. Now, I'm leading a workout club where I'm now training my friends to have a six-pack like me. Here's how I train one of my friends. Now, since I developed quite a nice body from working out, this transferred into me getting modeling contracts. And although modeling is not one of my preferred career paths, it allowed me to have multiple streams of opportunity. If you only focus on one thing, what will you do if you don't succeed? Take every opportunity which allows yourself to have more choices in your potential career path. Here is a picture of me taking a photo on this is a metal plate, and it was taken on an accordion camera, one of those old 1930 cameras. Now, traveling. This is something that's very underrated in my opinion. I talked to a lot of people, and most of them said they haven't left their country, or state even. I was fortunate enough to travel several countries, such as Thailand, Iceland, and many of the states. However, traveling doesn't have to be something like going to Thailand. You could take a hike and go do things that are out of your comfort zone. If you have the chance to go to another country, 100% go for it. It will expose you to new environments and opportunities that can't be found by staying at the same location. You can make travel not expensive, and it would serve to be very beneficial to your development. Now, take advantage of all the opportunities you have. Create connections. Talk to as many people as you can and surround yourself with friends that will propel you in life. It's very important to have friends that have a positive influence on your life versus a negative one. I had a friend that allowed me to get into a law firm because of the connections we both had between each other, and he served to be a very positive influence on my development. And it's very important to have friends that motivate you to do more, to strive more in life, and give your life purpose. Now, make your dreams come to a reality. I'm an internationally recognized speaker, and I'm only 15. Whatever resources you have, use them to the most. You can do it. Even if something feels too hard or out of reach, try it. You'll surprise yourself with how far you'll go. Take small steps at a time, such as anybody could get fit, and it could be totally free. Hard work. I spent months researching and late nights fixing my car. I set a goal to fix this car, and put my mind to it. It did not come easy at all. There were times I felt like I should give up. My hard work has had a ripple effect on other parts of my life, such as me now being able to present about my projects at a national conference. I'm now presenting to all of you from what I've learned in my life. And all of this did not happen immediately, not at all. It took me years of dedication and focusing on small steps every day that will eventually have a huge impact on your life. Now, one of the most important ones, start early. There is no better time than right now. And I want to tell you guys to set a goal today, and I want you guys to be consistent with it. It doesn't have to be something huge. It could be something small as perhaps eat healthy for the next month, or make sure you brush your teeth twice a day. Just set a goal and be consistent with it, and you'll surprise yourself with how well you'll be able to stick to it. Lastly, the main points of this presentation. Start early and take every opportunity. Everyone starts at different levels in life, but it's up to you to make the most of whatever resources you are given. Everybody has opportunities, and do make sure to not miss on any that you're given. Work hard as well, and make your dreams come to a reality. Don't underestimate yourself. You are more capable of what you think you are. I never thought I'd be able to accomplish any of these projects. Like, if you told me when I was 10 years old that I would be where I am today, I wouldn't have believed you. However, over time, I set my mind to small projects and they gradually got bigger, which allowed me to get to where I am today. So do not underestimate yourself. And I would love to finish this presentation with a famous quote by Stephen Hawking. However difficult life may seem, there's always something you can do and succeed at. Thank you. And here's my email, LinkedIn, and my previous talks. And I'm completely open to talking to any questions you guys might have.